It's not a Tuscan villa. This is Langar Hall in the Vale of Belvoir, where Valeria and I got married on December the 2nd, 2013, by invitation of Imogen Scurving, whose private house it was, and who very, very, very sadly perished in a road accident 3 years ago. It is one of the great secrets, in fact, of the English countryside. This a wonderful house, built this in the early 19th century. You can see the church behind, just coming over the roof. And in fact, this house was the third house on this site, but much the smallest, funnily enough. But it is an absolute gem inside, a 5-star hotel, and we're going to show you around. This is the wonderful Imogen Scurving, whose family house at Langar Hall was, and when her father died, she, as it were, bought her brothers out and turned it gradually from a B&B into a 5-star hotel, and it's all her work that she's done this, and she was an absolutely amazing woman. A very great friend of Valeria's and mine, and I in fact first came to this house as a guest when it was a private house, which shows you how long I've been in touch with Langar. But it's quite proper that this photograph should be here in the dining room, and it very much reflects Imogen, and of course her character permeates the entire hotel. Well, if this bar had a mind of its own, it could tell the most wonderful stories, because I've been coming here for 40 years, and the people I've met has been quite extraordinary. Cricketers, cricket commentators. Don Bradman used to come into this bar. He used to come and visit Geoffrey Huskinson, who was Imogen's, the founder's father, and all the Australians of the pre-war vintage, the Australian cricketers. Subsequently, or since then, Paul Smith has been a fair regular here, because he's a good Nottingham boy, and his influence has always been quite large at Langar. But it's a wonderful bar designed by Imogen, and it's soon going to be actually have a facelift. And on this wall here, we're going to see all the pictures of the principal guests who've made Langar what it is over the years, and particularly have made this bar what it is. A tremendous bar, and it is the sort of the surface of what is a wonderful cellar somewhere down below. Anyway, you're very good help. There we have the conservatory, which Imogen built on when she turned this lovely building into an hotel. And we're standing in Imogen's garden, which she designed herself. And over this wall here, past the Budlier, you can see the tower there of Langar Church, which has always been there. And they always say that the house, this was the third house that was built after fires had destroyed the other two. It was built so close to the church so that any of the occupants wanting to go and be absolved from their sins could do so without getting too wet in the rain. And here we have Imogen's little hidey hole. She built that because she loved to go down there and talk to people, have meetings with tradesmen, and also I often had dinner with her down there, and I think we both did, in fact, many times. She loved it. And then another little idiosyncrasy of Imogen, she built this room. It's a fully fledged bedroom with all mod cons in the garden, and it was named after Jonathan Agnew, the cricket commentator who lives nearby in the Vale of Belvoir. And so it's known as Agnew's, and when Test match special always stayed here, which we did for many, many years for every Trent Bridge Test match, one of the team always stayed in Agnew's. It was a sort of ritual, really. I've been there many times, very comfortable. Well, here I am in the kitchen with Gary, the boss of the kitchen.
Yes,
Gary,
good morning.
Morning, everybody. This is this arch here. It's one of the older parts of Langar, isn't it?
That's correct. This is where it all started, this wall. This is the original part of the wall what still remains, certainly.
And there was a fire, wasn't there, which destroyed pretty well all the house.
That's correct, yeah, many years ago. So, but this bit is still standing, and now it's one of the heartbeats of the place, really, the kitchen where it all goes off. So.
Well, we had a fantastic dinner last night. What's on the menu for today? What's your big dish for today?
So today we've got a couple of new things going on. We've got some lovely sea bass with pickled cockles, horseradish, dill and cucumber, to the souse cucumber. Some lovely cucamelons from the garden, which we grow in Langar Gardens here. We've got quite a good few things going in the garden. So really fresh, nice bit of fresh horseradish, give it a bit of a good bite to it as well. So yeah, it's all
Good. And with the church just there, if you get it wrong, you can nip over the road and pray for absolution.
Hopefully, I've been in this job long enough not to get it wrong, so we kind of do know what we're doing. So.
Gary, I know you're doing it. It's
Yeah.
brilliant. Thank you very much, Sophie. I've told you all about the wonderful founder of this hotel, Imogen Scoving, who is there smoking a cigarette, as was her habit. It's absolutely wonderful. It's a perfect likeness. But now the owner of Langar is her granddaughter, Leela. And Leela, here we are talking, looking absolutely magnificent. You look better and better each day, Leela.
So do you, Henry.
Well, I know you're not striking today.
No,
But well done, you're sort of here part-time at the moment, aren't you, really?
yes, sort of.
But it's going jolly well, and under your auspices, isn't it? I mean, your granny would be enormously proud of you.
Well, I do hope so, and she's here watching over us, making sure we're not misbehaving, so that's quite good.
Well, I think actually she'd rather like you to have misbehave a bit, because she misbehaved
Oh,
quite a
she
lot.
did, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Oh gosh, you know better than anyone.
All the glasses. Is it dinner party or lunch party?
Oh, lots and lots of lunches today, which is fabulous.
Ladies' lunch parties, I know you're very good at doing these wonderful ladies' lunch parties.
Oh, we do lots of the ladies' lunches, and they always come in and they drink rather a bit too much and have a wonderful time.
Well, that's jolly good.
That's what we love.
It's jolly good for you. All for customers who drink rather too much.
Exactly.
As long as they don't drive their car very much.
No, absolutely, absolutely, the one golden rule.
My dear thing, well played, thank you.
You're very welcome, thank you.
Breakfast in the Langar Library. It doesn't get much better than that, I can tell you.